G'day YouTube, welcome to Greer's Great Aussie Adventures. I'm Ray, the blind traveller.
I'm Emily, the wife of the blind traveller.
I'm Isabel, the daughter of a blind traveller.
We've been travelling Australia since 2018 now. We've recently decided to share our travels with you guys. So sit back, relax, grab a pen and paper and plan that next holiday. G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to 2022. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Thanks for all the Happy New Year messages that we got.
Yeah, that was awesome. And our Christmas messages.
Yeah, all the Christmas messages. We had a really nice, pretty quiet Christmas. Just sat around, had a few drinks and pigged out as most people do. Ate a lot of food. But yeah, work didn't really stop. We had Deepak here over Christmas. We got a bit of work done on his van, built all the new rear bar. We did a bit on the Jeep, I'll show you that later.
Yep.
We got the welder coming in a couple of days to weld up all the aluminium frames for the doors and roof and all that, so I'll show you that. A little bit excited about all that happening, finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one will just be only a short video. I'll show you what we've done, maybe a little bit on what we're about to do in the next couple of weeks on the Canopy, but it's still basically just going to be Canopy guys. Really sorry, but
yeah,
that's all that we're doing until we've got a car back enough that we can go for a drive.
Yeah.
But looking forward to 2022, getting back on the road in a couple of months.
Out there.
Once this thing's all done, homeowners come back, we can go again.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed, if all plans go well, obviously borders pending where they are closing and all that sort of stuff, but we're hoping to head down to the snow.
Yeah.
So once again, Greer's going south for winter.
Yep, because we're really smart like that.
But we've been wanting to get to the snow since we hit the road, but there's just been so many barriers every year, and hoping this year we can do it.
Yeah.
So if all goes well, in a couple of months, or a few months, it's not, we've got snow for a few months, but
we're a little bit longer.
I'm already getting ahead of myself, but hopefully we'll be in the snow. Not many YouTubers, travelling people do go to the snow and go south for winter, so I'm really happy to show everyone that side of
hopefully that pans out.
side of the climate, and hopefully we can go and do that.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to town. I'm going to get some paint so we can start painting this canopy, some silicone so we can start siliconing.
Yay.
Cutting sick with a cork gun.
Yep.
So we'll go get all that, and I'll give you a look at everything later, and when the welder gets here we'll go over all that.
That's tomorrow.
So we'll see you soon. G'day guys, so exciting day. We got the welders out. We ended up with B&K Welding Services. They're based in Gympie, but like we're in Bundy and they still travel here.
Yep. Fully mobile service.
Fully mobile, awesome bloke. His missus came with him. Yeah, wicked couple. He's probably halfway through the welding now. Welds are really good. On time, prompt, like literally no complaints about his work. I'll give you a look in a minute. Yep. And then later on I'll give you a real good look at it all. But we'll go and have a look. But yeah, so it's all coming along really well. So basically once we're done today, probably another hour or so, all the doors, roof will be all fabbed up, just literally waiting on sheeting once everything reopens. So really excited. But yeah, I'll give you a look once it's all done, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so welding's all done. Only took him like I think an hour and a half, something like that. He charges, the sun, wow. Right, so he only charges 50 bucks an hour. Yeah, mobile welder. He's in, like I said, he's in Gympie. I think he does like a couple 100k range. So if anyone from the sunny coast of bloody Bundaberg needs any welding done, I strongly recommend give him a call. Like I said, B&K Welding Services. Can't really see much, I don't think, but just nice welds, all TIG welded, no alley MIG. But that's personal door, the two side doors and the roof done. So excited as. Really happy that the next stage is going to happen now, where I think next week all the alley shops open, so we can get the sheets ordered, get the Coolite ordered. We're going to go to the Coolite with the silver on each side, so it's really good insulation. We're doing insulated front wall, rear wall, both doors, the roof and the personal door all be fully insulated. So that way when we're sleeping in this thing and it's cold, it's going to be nice and warm inside, and vice versa. When it's hot, it's going to be nice and cool in it. Especially in the dog box when we get another dog, because obviously that will happen. We love our dogs. So we'll be getting another bully, but we're going to head around and do a few of the national park stuff first, do Fraser Island, all that before we get another dog. But yeah, so really excited about that. But that's sort of where we're at present. Actually, I don't know if you saw on the back of the Jeep, I forgot about that. I had Deepak here over Chrissy. We just sort of knocked out a bit of stuff on his van and made the shower tent on the back of this. So we knocked up the frame and everything for it. So we just, like I said, I think I said maybe in the last video, we went with the King's fold out shower tent. Basically, Kings have never let us astray, so we're going to give them a go. Pull the pin, shower tent comes out. I've got to put a gas strut to stop it right there, and then the shower tent will drop down. I hope you can see that sun's bloody bright. But yeah, the gas strut will sort of open it and hold it out. Shower tent will drop beside the car. Hot water system will be permanently plumbed in, shower will be permanently plumbed in, so it'll just be literally plug in, clip the shower up, and away you go. So that's all completely done. I've got the gas strut, I just got to wait till the back wall's on so we can put it on. I've showed you the roof console with the stereo and everything. I mounted up the UHF aerial. I'll give you a look at that. That sun is incredible. But yeah, so UHF aerial's on there. We just got I've got to get a phone aerial and mount the same spot the other side. Just sort of made up a bracket there, a couple of nutserts into the top. I may have to replace the aerial. I don't know if anyone out there knows about UHFs. Can you hear this? Not sure if that's normal. We've never had many UHFs. Hoping it is normal, because I don't want to have to get another aerial, but if we do, we do. Let us know what you reckon of that noise. But yeah, so basically Trey's going to come off this week. So the next video I'll give you a look. We're going to paint all these door jambs. Em's going to cut sick with the silicone and silicone up all the door jambs, get them all nice and sealed. And then once the first sheets start rocking up, we can rip the tray off, get it all painted, and put the floor and the front wall in, because once the floor and the front wall are in, the tray can basically go on, bolt it on, and then hasn't got to come back off again. Everything else will be done with it on the car, thank God, because I'm really sick of putting it on and off and on and off, but can't whinge about it. But yeah, so that's where we're at so far. Really happy about everything. Brought me first battery tool. Went and brought the just a Ryobi one, because the owners of this place have got a heap of Ryobi tools, and they've actually got a battery cork gun, because there's going to be so much gluing, sikaflexing and all that sort of stuff, like the walls and the floors. So we thought we'd go and get, it's basically the same price to buy a whole drill as buying just a battery. So now I've got a battery drill, I think I've got a grinder and get rid of my electric stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a chill in the aircon for the afternoon. It's been a pretty big day of just doing bits and odds and ends and everything. Oh, the sun is bloody bright. And I think this week we're in for a bit of rain here, so try and get what I can done before the rain stuffs us up. But yeah, so see you soon. But basically I'm in the process of fitting the stereo and UHF and everything. I'd love to say where it's all going and how it's going to happen, but we'll just take it as it comes. I showed you in the last video the head unit's just sitting in there, but that's where it's going to go. We've gone with the Pioneer media player. We've gone with the two Pioneer 4-inch speakers. They're going to fit just up in each corner here, and the GME XRS UHF. So I'm just going to try and pull out my little divider inside the console and see if I can fit the UHF underneath the stereo or behind it, somewhere in there, and then start mounting it up and take it all from there. But I'll see how it's all going to go, and I'll give you a look when I work it out. Alright, so a little update. Speakers are in, probably see them there. Got the handpiece for the UHF in. The beauty of the GME, they give you a separate connector for the handpiece. So that's all in. We've got to race to town and get some Velcro, so I can just Velcro the actual UHF up underneath the stereo. It fits in there really nicely. So that's where that'll be going. So once I get the Velcro, I've got to get an adapter for our aerial to the UHF. I got the aerial off Gary over in WA, so I haven't got all the little adapters, so I just got to get that. And then we can wire it all up and get it working. We'll have a stereo. First time we've had a stereo in this thing, so that'll be nice. And a UHF, which will be a godsend. Em's really looking forward to having a UHF. But
little things.
yeah, so a little bit of an update, but sort of hit a wall now till we go to town, so we'll leave it at that for today. Hey guys, so had a bit of a fluke. We were looking at doing a new coupling on the van while we were here, going to a full off-road coupling. We've been looking at the Alco off-road, I think they're called, aren't they? Just Alco off-road coupling. We went and looked at them, and we decided that yeah, we'd definitely get one before we go, and was on Facebook, and yeah, one popped on Facebook, so we figured what better way to trial it than grab a second-hand one for a bit cheaper before we went and committed to a brand newie. But yeah, so it's the Alco full off-road, so it articulates all the way around both ways. Takes the standard 50mm ball. Really easy to work. We didn't go the DO series like your DO35s, 45s and that. A couple of different reasons. Main reason I don't like them, but the biggest reason is I wanted to stay with a 50mm ball, just for versatility. Like when we were in WA, if you've been following us, when our hitch broke over there, if we had a DO45 or 35, our mate that was with us would not have been able to tow our van back to town, so it would have been a nightmare. Whereas because we still have a 50mm ball, we just dropped it on his car and off we went. So even though this will have a full off-road hitch, but it'll still work with a 50mm ball. Other reason is the DO series where they slide on the pin, I can't line it up because I can't see that pin vertically to line them up on the tow bar. So that's basically a deal breaker right there as well. So it basically left us with the Alco off-road. We stay with a 50mm ball. It works with our handbrake, and I do want to stay with this one here is override compatible, so it's still got the flick over latch. That way if your electric brakes fail, you can still use your override brakes, so you've always got braking regardless. But yeah, so awesome that popped up on Facebook. So I'll get that put on in the next few days, and we'll have a fully off-road hitch, which will be awesome, because when we were in New South Wales down in Cobar, there was a couple of really good spots, but if I had gone there, it would have ended up snapping the tow ball off. We came close a couple of times where it did load the tow ball up a bit, so I just want to eliminate all that risk. So yeah, we'll get that on, it'll be awesome. But yeah, back to the car. Hey guys, just before I go, just a bit of a safety thing I'd love to brush on. So I know it's pretty well a no-brainer nowadays to have smoke detectors in your vans, you know, your carbon monoxide detectors, all that sort of stuff. But I just want to touch on the necessity of it, I guess. So my old man's been in Bundy. He's been here for the last month or two, just visiting us basically, pulled in to say hello and catch up with us. Unfortunately, he was sitting at the van park where he was, had it like in the afternoon, having a bit of a kippy, and he woke up to his smoke detector going. Now, his aircon was not turned on. His windows were open, just chilling out under a tree, having a sleep. As he's got up, smoke detector's blaring, CO2 detector's going off, or carbon monoxide detector's going off. And he looked up in his air conditioner and all he could see was just orange, and it was all dripping, like all the aircon was all dripping on the ground, all the fascia falling off, was well and truly ablaze. Being caravans, the way that most of them are set up is your door's always the opposite end to your bed, which sort of sucks in the case. Like, Dad's not, you know, he's not young anymore, and you know, those sort of things happen, adrenaline takes over, so he just flew straight through the bedroom window, kicked the window out, went straight out there. He managed to climb up onto the back with a hose and put the fire out. It did destroy the van, but if it wasn't for that smoke detector, he wouldn't be here now. So, you know, it wasn't the smoke that woke him up, it was the smoke detector itself. He said when he woke up, he could barely even smell smoke. It was just right, because being the aircon, it was right up in the roof. But it destroyed all the roof, destroyed the whole van. It's all the plastics inside, and then from putting the fire out, the whole van's just full of water, all the roof's full of water. But I did just want to stress how important smoke detectors are. I know everyone knows it nowadays, and it is basically a no-brainer. But if you haven't got one, go get one. If you haven't got a carbon monoxide detector, get one, because even that was going off because of all the gases in the aircon that had, you know, gone through the atmosphere, and the smell of all the burning plastic. It's just, they're so important. I definitely recommend get out and get both of those fitted to your van. It's so much safer, and it could save you in the long run. But yeah, back to a high note now. We'll get back to the Canopy. Alright, so a bit of an update. We went to town, got all the bits and pieces I wanted to get. As you can see, tray's off the Jeep again. For the last time. This is the last time it's coming off, because I grabbed a heap of paint, got heaps of black paint there, grabbed some sandpaper, so I've got to sand up and paint everywhere that's seen. Like, the whole thing's got a good layer of paint on it, but all the parts that are going to be seen, I want, you know, really glossy and nice and looking schmick. So I'll get in over the next few days and start sanding and painting, get all the important parts all painted up. I've got to pull the shower tent apart again, because the bracket for it's not actually painted yet, it's just got zinc paint on it. And then we start getting the flooring in it and the front wall on, because once that front wall goes in and the floor goes in, because that's all got to come from the front, it can go back on, and then that's it, it's not coming off again. So we have, you know, progress happening, which is really good, happy about. And I've got to, while the tray's off this time, I've got to get a lick of paint on the back wall of the Jeep. Yeah, you can just see the chips in the back there, just from the old water tank bashing against the back over bumps and everything, sort of take the paint off. You can probably also see in that there, we chucked a different tow bar on. I just gave it a bit of a, it was all sort of daggy looking, so gave it all a nice wire wheel, painted it all up. Hopefully it shows up, got some recovery hooks on there now. So, nice new tow bar. Just whoever's seen the old footage before would have seen our old tow bar. It's pretty daggy looking, but really nice, this one. Like I said, get all this painted, and then Em's going to silicon up all the door jams and all that sort of stuff, get all that done, and then we'll be sweet. But yeah, so I know there wasn't a lot in this video, but I just wanted to sort of touch base, keep everyone up to scratch with where we are, progress we're making. But hooked up all the UHF yesterday, so that's all working. I had to get the adapter for the aerial, so it's all working. Like I said, I just got that strange noise inside the aerial, so I don't know whether to buy a new one or not. But like I said, it is working, so see how it goes. And it is awesome having a stereo in the car. The last couple of town trips, I've been able to have some music on. It's been awesome. But yeah, so like I said, I know there wasn't a great deal in this one, so sorry about that, but yeah, we're just trying to get this done. Just want to keep you guys up to scratch with this. I know it's sort of going to get boring for a lot of you guys until we get back on the road and start traveling again, but we can't do that until this is done, obviously. So I'll leave it there until the next video, and I'll give you an update again as to where we got up to. But I think Am and Meg want to go do a couple of things around town, so I'll get her to take the camera and she can give you a look at that. Until then, see you in the next video. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. Just makes us sort of know that people are enjoying it, and we're sort of getting inching closer and closer to that 500. Really hang in to do the next 500 giveaway. Got a pretty cool one installed, so have to wait and see till we get to that 500 mark. But yeah, don't forget to like the video like I said, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.